That's gonna hurt.
Hey kids, welcome back to the Music Snob. Today I want to do something a little different than what I usually do. Now you've seen, if you watched this before, you've seen me play guitar badly a lot of times. So I thought, what the hell? Why don't I do this? I'm gonna do today 10 of
Easy
the easiest,
licks.
most recognizable Bryan Adams licks. Okay, so I got my, well, it's not a Fender. It's a Squire. I don't care. I love the sound of Squire, and I'm poor. But I bought this guitar when I saw Bryan Adams do "Run to You" because he was playing an actual old Blackie in one of those one of those videos. So I'm gonna do. How do I count? 10? I can't. There's 5. There's 5 more. Bryan Adams songs, most recognizable just from the opening lick. It could either be just it could be just the guitar, like the rhythm part. It could be the opening lick. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do the 10 that are the most recognizable. You know what song this is right away. And the best part about it, they're so easy. I can play them, so you probably can too. Okay, this was on Waking Up the Neighbors, or something like this. That would be "Can't Stop This Thing That Started," which is pretty simple. It's more or less, it's just a D, but you're adding on the E string. You're adding this part here and just picking it up, and then he moves down to here for the D, but he's playing this extra piece here. And then going down to the E, which would be an E chord like that, but just playing these parts. And that's just an A, and then he's just hammering on here and here to get it sound like a D with an A bass note. With cuts like a knife, and it goes something like this. Now, if you're playing along at home, it's just, you got your open A or your open D, and you're kind of dealing with the what is it, the resonance from just playing. I'm on the 9th, right where we're going to start. So you just do it and hammer on here, 9 to 11, on your G string. So you just got to slide up and down, just getting. You got to stay in D. So you're only using these frets: 9, 11, 9, 7, 4, and 2. And that's all you're doing. And it's a D, a G, and a C. Look it up. It's on your music. How's about it may look like I'm doing something weird, but really all this is, I'm playing these two notes of a G and an A. So this one right here on your B string. If you do the bar chord of the G, these are the notes, but this is the only one I'm playing. And this is your G bass note, basically, on the D string. So, and it's sliding it up here to the A. And then doing an E chord. That's all it is. And then it just goes to this, which is a C sustained 2, and a D. Pretty fucking simple. This one, it's recognizable, but it might take me a minute to explain it, so it's like this. And of course, it's Only Love, the duet with Tina Turner, which is a little weird, but I don't care. So D, then a C major ninth. Then it's an A sustained fourth. And a B flat. And it does this little thing here. 3rd fret, 5th string, slide to the 5th. So you can do it like this too. This note here, 3rd string on your D string. Back to there again. And then an F. I'm just doing it dead with. I'm just using this as my bass note. Okay. Also, off of the Into the Fire album, this was never a single, but it's one of my favorite songs off the album. And I think if you're a Bryan Adams fan and you're here, you probably have heard this before. And this time I'm going to concentrate on what Keith is playing instead of what Bryan Adams is playing, because the chord structure is not as memorable as the actual part, but the chords are pretty much just an A, A sustained 2, F sharp minor, all bar chords, an E, and then a D. But before any of that comes in, here's Keith over here doing this lick, and this is all it is. That's all he's doing. So he's on the 5th fret on the E string, on the 5th fret on the B string. So he's doing it like this. You can see this part. Maybe I'll just focus more on the guitar. And then up to the 7th here, so. You get that? So make sure it rings. Now, I just want to emphasize that I'm really only doing this for like beginners, okay? Like if intermediate maybe. If you're a really good player, you shouldn't be watching this. You can do. There's better videos than this. But if you're someone maybe new, maybe want to impress a girl on a date, that's maybe what this is the best part for it. Because all I want to do is show you the most recognizable easy riffs, so people will go. Because people used to say, when I was an actual real musician, people would say, "Hey, he knows the start of 10,000 songs." because people would shout out something like Pink Floyd, and I'd start playing a Pink song. I just knew the opening part, and I didn't care. I could do the openings. I could do the openings. That's all we're really focusing on. When the drums kick in and the guitar starts, that's what this is all about. Okay, this off Bryan Adams' Reckless album. It's the first song in the album, so it should be pretty recognizable. It's just 2 chords. It's something like this. So as you can see, all you're doing is a B, and then an E, and then Keith Scott is over there doing his little piece, which I think is just... Okay, if you can see, I've got a capo right here. I rarely use these things, but in this particular instance, I'll use it. Run to You off of the Reckless album, the first single off of it. It's pretty simple, but it's in F sharp, so I'm using this just because of that, because there's open notes here. So. Now, I'm not playing it exactly right because I want you to be able to actually tell what I'm doing. But it's an F sharp minor 7th, which is just... if you want to play it in E without the capo, do it up. I'm just doing this so if you want to play along with the actual good version, this is how it is. So all you need for your F sharp minor 7th is your middle finger on, well, I guess now it's the 4th fret, but let's just say it's the 2nd. Let's just pretend that this is actually the neck here. And then you're picking, and he's palm muting it at times, but right now he's just he's trying to let it ring. Okay, so you're picking only the low 3 strings. So your E, well, it's an F sharp. Let's just pretend. Okay? The top 3 strings, low 3 strings, sorry. So he's picking it like this. And then he's adding this here. If you know anything about chord structures, E minor and G are pretty the same. So F sharp and, well, I guess A, I hope this isn't too confusing, are the same. So if you got your E minor and you just add this finger, now it's a G. So this is how he's picking it. So I went too far. So E minor, so G, and he slides it up here to the A. Well, so confusing, isn't it? Let's just pretend. Let's pretend it's an E, but you got your 2nd fret capo here. So it's E minor, G, slide up to the A with just these 2 fingers. So, and then you add this one. Picking those top 3 strings, low 3 strings. Sliding it up here. You got this open still. And then Keith's over here doing this. Great song. Great song. Okay, another one from the Reckless album that Bryan... I'm just going to focus on what Bryan Adams is doing first. I think it's pretty recognizable just from the chord structure. Drums kick in, and then Bryan's doing this. Now, if you want to play along at home, all he's playing an F bar chord, a G bar chord. He repeats that a couple times, and he does an A minor. So this is all he's playing, and he tends to, and so do I, play the F bass note with your thumb and the G bass note, just because we're lazy. But it gets something like this. F, G, And then A minor. If you have a whammy bar. And then if you want to keep doing that, that's just your verse structure. And then Keith is over here doing this part. And when Keith does it, he does it right. Now keep in mind, I did say easy.
Easy licks.
Summer '69. It's in D. It's just 2 chords. I'm not getting into the. I'm just getting into the what you recognize right away. I'm not going to teach the whole song, but this is so easy. It's just a D, and you're palm muting the D note. And then to the A. And later on, if you want to get nuts, go later on. It's the D, but he's just kind of adding this. So it's open on the bottom. So it's basically a D sustained 2, a D sustained 4, a D, and then he does the same in the A. Summer '69, dude. Okay, how about this one? This would be off 18 Till I Die. Now, if you're paying attention, that's 2 different guitars. I'm trying to make it more obvious. So Keith Scott is doing this part, which is on your, you're using these 2 strings right here. On your D string, 7th fret. On your G string, 5th fret. And then 7th fret on your G string, 6th fret on your B string. And Bryan Adams starts doing the muted 5th D, C, G. And then Keith Scott's up here on the 10th fret on the E, the 10th fret on the B, 8th fret on the E, and back to the 10. So try to go through that once without sucking too much. So there you have it. There's 10 easy Bryan Adams songs. If I could pull that out of my ass, you should be able to do it pretty well too. So, thanks for watching the Music Snob. Check out my other videos where I'm not playing guitar. There could be some. I'm not sure. But, don't forget to like or subscribe or share or, leave a comment and just say, oh my God, that is some terrible playing. Or, if you'd like, you could make another comment about my pink guitar. I don't give a shit. This one's not pink, so you can't complain about it. Other than the fact that it's a Squire and I don't care. So, leave a comment. Please, don't be a dick. And thanks for watching The Music Snob. And tune in next time. I'm trying to do some AC/DC stuff, but I'm not that good. I'm really not. I'm not that good.